Hello everyone, welcome to English session. In this class we're going to see a poem number 9, Buttoo, written by Toru Dutt. About poet. Introduction. She was the first Indian poetess in English. She is Indo-Anglian poet, translator, and ancient ballads as best work in English. Glossary. So I want you all to read out this word loudly along with the meaning. So in this poem we're going to learn our great epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata reflects the highest forms of our culture and tradition. They also present a galaxy of idealistic character who personify the noblest human quality. Can you name one such character from a great epic? So let's see one character from this great epics in this poem. The first stanza. O Master, unto thee I came to learn thy science. Name of life I had not, so was driven with shame. And here I learn all by myself, but still as master thee revere. So in this poem, Guru Dronacharya, we all know Guru Dronacharya, right? So Guru Dronacharya and Buttoo. Buttoo is Eklavya. Okay, he is is from a famous story of Mahabharata era. So Drona was a very legendary teacher who used to teach all the kings. Okay, and he taught only for prince, and they become masters of all the arts which related to the warfare. So he was the best teacher and used to teach only to the prince. Okay, so here in the first stanza we see when Buttoo requested Dronacharya to teach him archery, Drona refused to teach him. So when he refused to teach him, it was restricted to the royal prince. So he only can teach to the royal prince. So Buttoo felt very shame. He felt insulted, and what did he do? He embarked upon an idea of self-study. So he planned, let me do this practice without my teacher. And what did he do? He installed a clay of statue of Drona and able to gain the level of skill equivalent to that of Arjuna. So he kept the statue of the teacher, and he practiced, or he did all the warfare or technique, all this archery, assuming the teacher is teaching him. So he has learned everything by himself. Second stanza. For who so great in archery, lo, all my inspiration here, and all my knowledge is far from thee. If I am a master, how thou hast finished thy course, give me my due. So here we see in second stanza when Buttoo was very much disturbed by barking dogs. So he see dogs were barking and he was very much disturbed, and Buttoo got very much angry. Okay, and he filled the mouth of the dog with the 7 arrows in a fast way. Okay, so when Buttoo saw that talent, by seeing his talent, Drona recalled Arjuna's claim. Okay, he said that how the Arjuna used to do the same thing that Buttoo have done, and he claimed that he would allow no other people to be equivalent of Arjuna. So because Dronacharya doesn't want anybody should be equal to the Arjuna, so he said that you have learned from me, right? You have learned everything from me. Now you can finish your course by giving my due. So here due is nothing but a fees. So you can finish your course because you have learned everything from me. You have taken my inspiration. So now it's a time to give me the fee. In third stanza, let all the past be dead and past. Henceforth be ties between us new. All that I have, O master mine, all I shall conquer by my skill. Gladly shall I to thee resign. So here, when Dronacharya asked him that you have to give my due, he says whatever happened in past, like you have insulted me, you have not taught me, I have forget everything is dead, and now I wanted to have this relationship new. I want to tie something new between us, and whatever I have learned, he says to master, whatever I have learned from you, it's all is yours. Okay, and I know that I can conquer everything by my skill, and I'm ready to give whatever you want from me. So I'm ready, whatever you ask as a fee, I'm ready to give you. The fourth stanza. Let me but know the gracious will. Is it a promise? Yeah, I swear. So long as I have breath and life to give, though all, though wealth. Beware rash promises, ever ends in strife. So here, what happened? So when Buttoo asked, he says, when Drona asked, Buttoo says, I promise you, I swear that whatever you ask me, I'm ready to give you. Okay, as long as I'm on this earth or my life is there, whatever you ask, I'm ready to give you. So here, Dronacharya says, be careful. Before making the promises, you have to think, otherwise it will end your life. So beware about the rash promises. You should not promise before thinking. So you have to think, and you have to promise about this due or about the fee. Fifth stanza. Thou art my master, ask, O ask. From thee my inspiration came. Thou canst not set too hard a task, nor aught refuse I, free from blame. So here the Buttoo says, my master, you can ask me anything, because my inspiration came from you, and I know nothing can be hard. I know that the task will not be hard, and whatever you ask, I'm ready to give you. I will not refuse. Okay, and whatever you ask, I'm ready to give you, right? So I will not refuse it, and even you are free from blame. Nobody will blame on you. Whatever you ask from me, nobody will blame, because I am going to give it with full heart. So whatever you want, you can ask me, master. This is said by Buttoo to Dronacharya. The next stanza. If it be so, Arjuna and the youth were dumb. For thy sake, loud I ask and clear, give me, O youth, the right hand thumb. I promise in my faithfulness, no equal ever shall there be. So in this stanza, he says that if Arjuna hear it, right? Arjuna hear it, let it hear, no problem. Okay, because the youth are dumb. Arjuna and the youth are dumb. So he says, for the sake, for Arjuna's sake or for my sake, I will be loud. I will ask you loudly. I will not make anyone in hidden. I will ask you loudly. I'll be clear. And Drona said, as a matter of promise, right? Drona asked him to give his right thumb, and Buttoo says, in my faithfulness, I am promised, and I'm ready to give you I'm ready to give whatever you ask. The next stanza. No equal ever shall there be, know thee Arjuna, and I press for this sad recompense for thee. Glance a sharp knife, one moment high, and several thumb was on the sword. There was no tear in Buttoo's eye. As Dronacharya wanted that there should be no one equal to the Arjuna, and he asked that you have to give your right thumb. And what Buttoo did? Buttoo, however, cheerfully, without any hesitation, he just took his right thumb and he offered it to the Drona, and took an oath of not to shoot here. So when he has cut off his hand, right thumb, there was no tear in Buttoo's eye, but he was happy. He was feeling very much happy, because he has given a recompense, a feast. It was a sad recompense, a sad feast, which is given to the Dronacharya by the Buttoo. Stanza. He left the matter with his God, for this, said Dronacharya, Fame shall sound thy praise from sea to sea, and men shall ever link thy name with self-help, truth and modesty. So when the Buttoo has given his right arm, Drona accepted his Guru Dakshina, and Drona purposely he asked his right thumb so that Buttoo has to lose his ability to pursue archery. That he doesn't want anyone should be equal to the Buttoo or equal to the Arjuna, right? And that's the reason he asked him to give his right finger. And he says, and when Dronacharya saw that there was no tear in his eye, he said, like, let everybody praise you from sea to sea, and everyone should link their name. Everyone should link Buttoo's name with self-help, with truth and modesty, right? So Buttoo has learned archery by himself. He was very much truthful towards his learning. He gave what Dronacharya asked him. He was truthful in his promise, and he learned everything, and he has given. So Dronacharya blessed him like, let people will praise you, and your name sound, right, will be from sea to sea, and everybody, whenever the people speak about the self-help, truth and modesty, your name will be linked. So this poem personifies the noblest human qualities of Buttoo towards his master Dronacharya. This was the poem Buttoo, where he has so faithful towards his master, and whatever master asked him, he gave without thinking. So I hope you enjoyed this poem. Thank you. See you in next class.